I'm Matt Gross, the Frugal Traveler for the New York Times. Over 12 weeks, I'm driving a 1989 Volvo all around the lower 48 states, staying off the major interstates, eating cheaply, sleeping cheaply, but doing it in style. Week 5. There isn't much in West Lima, population 65. The little town sits in the hills of southwestern Wisconsin. There are farms, and farmers, and even a business. But West Lima is also home to Zazaxiel Endarki, a non-profit that runs the Dreamtime Village. It's an intentional community, a group of artists and anarchists who decided to live together outside the mainstream.
Well, Dreamtime was sort of created magically. We had been in Madison for many years, and we had run a space called the Church of Anarchy in Madison, and it was starting to feel very cramped. And we came out to the country to look for the traditional sort of artist studio, like an old barn that could be converted. We didn't find any old barns, but we happened to meet a very eccentric person who, in the course of a month or two, agreed to donate us an old school and a whole number of properties within this town, plus a couple of outlying properties. And we went from not owning or having anything to basically having about a quarter of a town donated to our nonprofit.
On its face, Dreamtime looks like just another West Lima farm.
These are red lake currants. They're just an amazing fruit. Very sweet, but tangy flavor. I make wine from it, juice, jelly.
But aside from the garden, there's also a wood shop, an abandoned school, and the old post office, where mIEKAL and his wife, Camille, live with their pet parrots.
Hello.
As a visitor, I stayed in the hotel, where mIEKAL's son, Zahn, lives.
When the school was active, all the teachers that worked in the school all lived together, sort of like sorority style in this building.
This was my bedroom. It cost $8 a night. Plus, I had to put in some work in the garden. This is, after all, a commune. Well, sort of.
The word commune is now really a dirty word. When you say it in a lot of circumstances, the first thing people think is, hippies taking LSD, which is, just not a connotation that we want to be associated with. And most communities are like that now. The keywords are either eco-village or intentional community.
And the goal of this community is to make art.
I'm writing a piece right now in the pictographic language of the Micmac, which is the first written language on the North American continent.
Ken, Dreamtime's Mr. Fix-It, is a master wood turner.
Wood turning is using a lathe to spin a piece of wood fast and hold a cutting tool up against to shape it into various articles such as vases, bowls, boxes, or spindles for railings, or just works of art that have no function.
No function, perhaps, except to bind this community together. That's what it's all about.
Arts and permaculture, living an alternative life, trying to live sustainably and grow your own food and make as much of your own things as possible.
Right. Sweet.
For the New York Times, I'm Matt Gross, the Frugal Traveler.